Valentine's Day, the day of love, couples everywhere, dinners, flowers, everything heart shaped. But for a long time, it felt like loneliness to me. It didn't feel like love to me. It felt like a reminder of what I didn't have, of what who wasn't there, and the message I wasn't receiving, the gifts I wasn't receiving. Every year it felt like heaviness. It felt like everyone was celebrating, receiving gifts, exchanging gifts, posting their relationships, their surprises, their happiness, and I was there alone. And I would start questioning myself, and all sort of questions came to my mind, like why am I alone? Why doesn't anybody want me? Why does it seem so easy for everyone to find a person they love, and to me it feels like so difficult? So why? I didn't hate Valentine's Day because I didn't believe in love. I truly do believe in love, but I hated it because it made me feel like I was unchosen. Like it was so easy for other people to fall in love, to find people they were right for them, but for me it felt so hard, so difficult, so impossible. And that's a very vulnerable place to sit in. But I have to admit that something changed over time. I started realizing that the loneliness I felt that day, it wasn't really about not having a partner. It was about not fully knowing myself and not fully loving myself, not fully feeling at home in my body, in myself, inside my own life. And that's why I had to project, to think about other people, to always notice other people's life and not my own. I was waiting for someone else to come and make me feel worthy, make me feel secure, make me feel seen. But that's a lot to ask to another, human being. It's a lot to ask. So at some point, I understood something that was uncomfortable but freeing. And the question was, if I don't know who I am, if I don't understand my needs, my patterns, my wounds, how can I expect to build a stable, a good relationship, and healthy relationship with someone else? And that's a great question, because a relationship doesn't fix your problems, doesn't fix the things that you avoid, it only amplifies it. So if you have some insecurities, if you have some patterns, some wounds, the relationship is just going to open it up and amplify them and make you see them even more than before. And that's why we suffer so much in relationships sometimes, because we are like mirrors, we are like projecting onto the other person so much of us. So instead of dreading this day, I decided to take this moment as a time to check in with myself. And so, for example, ask myself, do I treat myself with kindness? Do I respect my boundaries? Do I speak to myself the way I would speak to another person, to, my significant other? Because the truth is that the relationship you have with yourself is the standard for every other relationship in your life. And that is so important. So memorize that the relationship you have with yourself is the standard for every other relationship that you have in your life. So be very careful how you treat yourself and how you talk to yourself. So that's why now Valentine's Day doesn't feel like a test anymore, like a bad time of the year. It just seems like a reminder that love is not something that you want to receive. Love is something that you practice and that you give to yourself first. And obviously, then later, the love you give to yourself, you will give to other people. But if you don't love yourself first, how can you possibly love someone else? How can you possibly treat them well and how they deserve to be treated? Okay. Yeah, so doesn't mean that I don't want a relationship. It doesn't mean that I reject it if it comes in my life, into my life. And it doesn't mean that I don't crave real connections. I don't crave real, good relationships with people, it means that I don't want to abandon myself again just to feel chosen, just to feel seen, just to feel noticed by other people, because first I notice myself, and then that's why I don't need the approval from other people. I just need real connections, and real connections are built after you have a space with yourself and you know yourself better, and that's how you can connect to other people. So if love comes into my life, I wanted to meet a version of me that already feels whole, already feels grounded, safe, loved, and um, and that's because I do love myself, I do appreciate myself, and I heal every day. And that's why you should heal, and that's why you should, work on yourself, because in that way you'll meet people that will appreciate you and that really, really are able to establish a deep, honest relationship with you. Like even a friendship, it's not only about relationship, like romantic relationships. So maybe this year, if you feel lonely, I really understand. But if you do, instead of asking yourself who loves me and why mm, nobody loves me, ask yourself, how do I love myself better? How can I love myself better? And that's where everything changes. And that's the mind shift, the mindset shift that you need to actually enter more healthy and stable relationships in the future. So it all starts with you, it all starts with us. So happy Valentine's Day to you and to the relationship that you are building with yourself first. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next episode, in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.